Behind me here is our little pine tree plantation. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 and a fifth which is a bit different. But these 4 here, we found them as seedlings. We've got 2 big pine trees that we planted up at the top there. Now I'll show you them in a minute. And every year we tend to find the tiny little seedlings just underneath them that have come obviously from the cones and the seeds. So what we do is we uproot them with a little bit of extra soil, transplant them elsewhere in the garden. Most of the time it doesn't work and they just die. But in this instance it worked. So we've got 4 nice new pines here that are offspring of the 2 big ones up there, and we're very pleased about it because we had this vast expanse like of garden area down here, which was it's always been very bare and a bit depressing really. It used to actually be a vineyard, so it had all these little vines. See that one down there behind the pine tree, that's a vine. But the whole garden was full of vines and they were all ripped out because they stopped producing. I think they got too old and it's just this empty space now. So we thought we'd try this little plantation, and it's what, I mean, last year they must have been about that height, and this year they've just rocketed up. They're about 3 times bigger than they were this time last year. So I think it's about 2 years ago, it'll be 2 years ago this autumn that we planted them, and there they are. I'll give you a closer look at them. I think they're absolutely fantastic though, don't you? Look at this, it's just absolutely fantastic. Brand new pine tree. It's absolutely beautiful. Lovely colour as well, really light green. I'm not actually sure of what species it is. Maybe someone can enlighten me on that. But as I say, we've got 2 of them up at the other end of the garden that we planted about 15 years ago. And they're pretty huge. I'll show you them. And we tend to get these little seedlings every year, which we transplant. So as I say, this is the only time it's ever worked with these ones. And hang on, I've got some weeds here. I'll show you a couple of the other ones as well. Hang on, got a big weed growing through this one here. Look at that, nasty. Right. And these are the other 3. There's no point showing them all individually because they're all really just the same. That one or that one, either that one or that one are the biggest, followed by that one. He's the smallest, but obviously vibrant and healthy. So we're going to have 4 nice trees there where we had none before. Very pleasing. Just got to get rid of the damn weeds though. Horrible things. And this little fella here was one that we bought in the garden centre, so he's not really part of this kind of pine tree family, but he's here, you know, and he's a nice tree. We planted this one at the same time as we planted these. They were that size when we planted them, and this one was probably about there when we planted it, and maybe just a little bit thinner, but it's not done much in the 2 years. It's got these nice, I don't know what you'd call them, nuts, cones, something, I don't know. But it's a pretty slow growing one compared to these ones. I thought there was a label on it to say what it is, but I can't find it, so I can't tell you even what kind of tree it is. Pretty kind of ornamental looking tree, but it's a nice one though, and it's obviously doing well here, so it should grow nicely as part of the plantation, although I think these will probably dwarf it eventually in 3 or 4 years. Spiked myself with a weed there. They're spiky and nasty, these weeds in this garden, you know. So these are the pine trees here, that one there and that one there. We planted these about 15 years ago, and they're pretty big, as you can see. That one there was actually blown over in the wind, and it's at a constant tips angle of about 45 degrees now. I've got it propped up with great big bricks. I'll show you that in a minute. There are some of the little seedlings that I was talking about under this pine tree here. So I'm going to show you them, and you can see just how tiny they are when we transplant them. I've got my measuring tape here as well, so we can measure them. I think they're only about 2 inches though. So I'll take you a bit closer, you can see that, okay? So this is your tiny little seedling here. That's it. We find these every year, and whenever we do find them, we tend to dig them up and replant them elsewhere in the garden. But as you can see, it's just about 2 inches tall. So it's not the time of year to do any transplanting, because it's the 1st of July tomorrow, and the temperature is currently about 33 degrees today, and I think it's going to be 36 tomorrow. So you don't want to be transplanting these little things at this time of year. We'll wait till either September or October, and we'll give it a try again. Last year we tried to, I think we transplanted about 4 or 5 of them, and we marked where we'd planted them, but they've all just disappeared, just die and vanish, you know. So anyway, that's one. There's another one, I'll show you. So this is the other little fella. He's slightly bigger. That's him there. He's probably, hang on, get the measurement. He's probably about 4 inches. So he's doing quite well. So we'll transplant him in the autumn as well. And there's, I did see another little one. There's another tiny one just over there, but it's just more of the same. So I'm not bothered showing you him. He's about an inch tall. So. There was a lizard actually just ran past. He went zigzagging across here, but I never caught him in the camera quickly enough. Never mind. This pine tree got blown over in the wind when it was quite young. I can't remember when it was a good few years ago now. But initially I propped it up with these, and that was enough for a while, but when the tree started to grow more, it got bigger and bigger, and I thought this tree's going to fall over if I don't do something else. So I've got all these, and they weigh an absolute ton, you know, and I've stacked them all up just to build a kind of a supporting wall, and I've got them propped under a branch here, and that seems to be enough to support the tree, so hopefully it won't fall down. But I think I'll probably lift the crown of it a little bit, because the branches are pretty low and you can't really get underneath the tree. So I'll probably take this one off. I'll maybe make a little video of that, and maybe a couple of the elements. I'll have to leave this one obviously because it's supporting, you know, the structure of the tree. I might take it off, I might leave it. I'll see if I can get you the tree from a better angle. I don't think you'll be able to see the stem though if I move round that side. So that's the tree there. You can see it's tipped right over. And the actual stem is sitting almost at 45 degrees. But the supporting wall is holding it for now. Whether it will continue to hold it as the tree actually gets bigger, it'll become more top heavy, so you know it could collapse, you know, and if it does, it could be a bit of a disaster. So I don't know what to do about it. I'm thinking about it all the time, maybe trying to, you know, prune bits off of it just to lighten it all a bit, you know, the actual weight of it, so that it doesn't topple. So we'll have a look at it from another angle. So there it is again, slightly different angle. And the more I move round that way, the less you can appreciate the kind of angle it's sitting at. But those are the mother trees for the little pines anyway, the little seedling pines that we plant. I just thought I would show you the angle of that one out of interest. This here is our eucalyptus tree, and right now it's in flower, and I wanted to try and capture the sound of all the bees and insects that are on the tree. There are absolutely thousands of them. I guess the nectar in those little flowers must be particularly delicious for so many of them to be there. I'm going to go closer if I can and try and just let you see how many insects there are and let you hear the buzzing noise. It's amazing if you can hear it above the sound of the crickets, that is. I'll go a bit closer. This is about as close as I can get with this tripod. It's not very good. If you listen carefully and ignore the clanking of the tractor in the other field there, but listen to the humming. Amazing, there are thousands of them. So many bees and insects. Unbelievable.